All right, good evening, friends. Good evening. My name is Ben. I am in for Matt tonight for our monster game. We are starting just slightly tardy of where we would normally be. All right, good evening, friends. Good evening. My name is Ben. I am in for Matt tonight. Sorry, we're starting just slightly tardy of where we would start. So we will start here in the next 10 minutes or so, get this monster game going. So again, my name is Ben, in for Matt tonight, and welcome in. We'll start in the next 10 minutes or so. Thank you. Audio should be good at this point. We had a little trouble at the beginning, but if you cannot hear this or there are issues, please let me know in the chat and we'll try to get that solved for you. Dan, thank you. Hi there, friends. I'm seeing lots of familiar team names here. My name's Ben. I will be in for Matt this evening. Hambones has 11 games going on tonight, so we're all kind of spread thin here, but really excited to be with you tonight as we get ready for the monster game. Thank you for bearing with us as we start just a little bit late. We'll be starting in the next, I would say, 7 minutes or so. So bear with us. We'll let everyone get in, and we'll get started here as soon as we can. All right, folks, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. There is a timer behind me. Yes, thank you for asking, Taylor. It is there. It'll be used here just a little bit. My name is Ben. I'm in for Matt tonight. He is helping with the 11 games that Ham Bones Trivia has going on this evening at the same time. So we're all just kind of spread a little thin, but I'm super excited to be joining you tonight here for the Monster Game, our flagship game. I am a three-time veteran host of this game, hoping you'll be gentle tonight, you animals. I've heard all about you and seen it, and I'm super excited to be here with you. We'll start in the next 5 minutes or so, just getting everybody in the door here, and we'll be ready to go shortly. Great to see everyone. Well, thank you, Samantha. I appreciate that. I do enjoy joining the Monster Game, and y'all are always so gracious, and I appreciate that, and glad, just happy to be here. Happy to be here tonight with you. Like I said, we'll start in the next 4 minutes or so, just getting a few more folks in the door, and we will be out and ready to go. Looking forward to it. All right, friends, we're going to start here in just a couple of minutes, but I want to get you a little information you may need if you're new with us this evening. First of all, my name is Ben. It's great to be with you tonight. I'm in for Matt tonight. He is hosting another game, one of the 11 games that we are hosting this evening with Hambones Trivia. And so it's my pleasure to be with you tonight here on the Monster Game. If you check out the links in below this video on YouTube, you will find the sheets and links that you need. There is a link there for a view-only sheet. If your team is playing together virtually, you may need that so that you can all see the questions and the pictures and things as we move through the rounds. And then there's also an official sheet there as well. That's the one that you will want to use to submit your official answers. So part of your team may be looking at the view only sheet, but the official sheet is the one you're going to want to submit here to us electronically. So make sure that you check out those links below. We are going to start here in about 2 minutes or so. We'll get started here with the Monster Game, the infamous Monster Game. It looks like a good one. And I'll be back with you here shortly. Again, my name's Ben. If there's anything I can do to help you, let me know. Welcome in. All right, everyone. Welcome into the Hambones Monster Game this evening on a Thursday night, April 15th. My name is Ben. I am in tonight for Matt. We have quite a bit going on in Hambones land, and so I will be filling in for Matt this evening as your host for the Monster Game, the infamous Monster Game. I have hosted a couple of other times, and it's always been enjoyable. So I'm sure you'll all treat me with the same way as you have before. Give me a little bit of grace here as we go through this. I'm super looking forward to it. We have 4 fabulous rounds of trivia tonight, and they're all different. So I'm going to take you through those, and we'll get started here. Again, if you haven't checked out the links below this video, that's what's going to get you what you need. We have a link for your view only folks, for folks who are just looking at answers. Perhaps if you're playing virtually with people in other places, some of your team may want to look at the virtual only answers, or virtual only sheets rather. But then we also, of course, have the sheet that you're going to submit, the real deal sheet, and both of those links are down there. So your team will submit one real deal sheet, and I'm sure you all know that. I'm just doing this in case there's anybody who's new with us here at Hambones tonight. Super looking forward to it, and let's go ahead and get started, shall we? I think it's time. We again have 4 incredible rounds of trivia tonight, and we are looking forward to those. You will need a password for each one of these rounds, and I'm going to give you the round 1 password right now, my friends. I will put it in the chat box as well. Our round 1 password is actually, and I'm just looking at it now, believe it or not, it is my name, and I'm going to put that in here. My name is Ben, and you're going to put in my name for the round 1 password. Each question here in round 1 is worth 5 points. Ben is not capitalized, so the B in my name is not capitalized. Just a lowercase b, E, and N will get you where you need to be. Round 1 password again is Ben to get into that round 1 sheet. And let's go ahead and read you these questions right now, my friends, as we get started on our monster game this evening. Super excited to be here with you. Again, round 1 password is Ben. Here are your questions, and each question is worth 5 points. Question number 1. These 3 people were all born in the same year. You have to get within 1 year. Those people are Peyton Manning, Reese Witherspoon, and Luke Bryan. I want you to get within 1 year of the birth year of those folks. Question number 2. The last one of these is located in Bend, Oregon. 2004 was when there was the most of them. All right, and I'm looking for a particular name, a particular brand name for that question. Question number 3, who is the subject of the documentary Never Say Never? All right. Question number 4, from the 1910s, the World Book said it ranks as one of the greatest engineering achievements in the world from the 1910s. I'm looking for that. Question number 5, in 1999, several counties around Cape Canaveral, Florida, were assigned this new telephone code in 1999. And our final question in round number 1, this 5-letter name appears 7 times in Shakespeare titles, more than any other name. Again, everything in round 1 worth 5 points, my friends, 5 points. I'm going to start the timer now. You have 7.5 minutes to complete round number 1. Hit me up if you need anything. Welcome into the Monster Game. Let's go, go, go. All right, friends, just a heads up, we're just under 4 minutes here in our first round. 4 minutes to get those answers for round one in. All right, friends, we have just under now 2 minutes to get those answers in for round number one. Just under 2 minutes to get those answers in for round number one. We're about 45 seconds here, folks, from round number one being over. A little less than that now, less than 40. Let's go ahead and submit. Get them in, get them in, get them in so we can move ahead here. 30 seconds to get those answers in for round one. Get them in, get them in, get them in. All right, here we go. We're down to the wire here, folks. If you haven't submitted, let's go ahead and there it goes. Let's get them in, get them in, get them in here. And we will move ahead here, get those in, get those answers in, get those answers in for round number one. Round number one. Get those answers in. Give you a couple more seconds here, and then we'll go over those for you. All right, let's talk about your answers to round number one. Like to let you know right now, by the way, that there are 58 teams playing, it looks like here. So we've got ourselves a darn good game here. Round number one, let's talk about those answers. Excuse me. Question number one, round number one. These three people were all born in the same year. You have to get within 1 year. Oh, you know what? Matt's calling me. So I am going to take this call because it's probably important. So just give me a second here. Thanks. I apologize for that, friends. The big boss called, of course, and hi to all of you. Matt's reporting. Yes, Mike. Matt's reporting this is the best first round he's ever seen. Let's talk about your round one answers, friends. Thanks for bearing with me on that. Round number one, here we go. Question one. These three people were all born the same year. You have to get within a year. Peyton Manning, Reese Witherspoon, and Luke Bryan. The magical year, of course, 1976. So if you said 75, 76, or 77, you're going to pick up 5 points for that. Question number two, the last one of these is located in Bend, Oregon. 2004 was when there were the most of them, and this is my childhood right now, folks. That's Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster. We'll get you 5 points for number two. Question number three, who was the subject of the documentary Never Say Never? That would be Justin Bieber. Music artist Justin Bieber for number three. Number four, from the 1910s, the World Book said it ranks as one of the greatest engineering achievements in the world. That would be the Panama Canal for question number four. Panama Canal. Question five, in 1999, several counties around Cape Canaveral, Florida were assigned this new telephone area code. That magic code is 321. 321, which is awesome. I mean, pretty easy to remember, right? 321 for number five. And number six, this 5-letter name appears 7 times in Shakespeare titles, more than any other name. That name is Henry. Henry for round number six. And again, folks, if you got those questions right, you will receive 5 points per question. But we move on now to round number two. Round number two here tonight in our in our game, the Monster game this evening. I know, Will. I know he should have just jumped into the chat. What can I say? Shelby, then you know all about Blockbuster. I love that for you. And like I said, that's my childhood. So really appreciating the Blockbuster. Let's talk about round number two. Round number two is our picture round. You're going to see a picture, and tonight's pictures are all restaurants. So you're going to give me the name of the restaurant brand based on the logo that you see. That's what we're looking at here in round number two. There are 10 questions in round number two. Each question is worth 3 points. And you will have 7.5 minutes, which I'll put back up on the screen here behind me just a moment. But again, we're looking for restaurant names in round number two. The password to get into round number two is the word SAVES, SAVES. And I'm going to put that in the chat right now. If you'll give me a moment, I will do that. Let's spell password right. There we go. And again, the password for round number two, SAVES, no capital letters, SAVES. You're going to have 7.5 minutes, my friends, to complete round number two. I'm going to set you loose to do that right now. Go, go, go. Round number two, restaurant names. Good luck. Folks, want to remind you, and I know because you're all, regulars here, I'm sure most of us are. We love when you post on social media about these games that we're playing here tonight, and you can tag, of course, at Hambones Trivia on any of those social media posts you make. We always try to amplify those, so feel free to do that. And by the way, we're under 5 minutes on round number 2, under 5 minutes on round number 2, our picture round, and I'm looking forward to checking out your answers. All right, folks, just under 3 minutes. 3 minutes to finish up those round 2 picture round answers. Just under 3 minutes to finish those up. All right, folks, we're now at about 1 minute 50 seconds. 1 minute 50 seconds to submit those answers for round number 2, our picture round here at Hambones Monster Game. 1 minute and 40 seconds now. All right, folks, we're at 1 minute. 1 minute to get those answers in for round number 2. Let's start thinking about submitting. Less than 1 minute remains in round number 2. Oh boy, we're at 30 seconds. 30 seconds, folks, to get those answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. 30 seconds looking for all 58 teams to submit for round number 2. 20 seconds now. Get them in, get them in. Get those answers in, get them in, get them in, get them in. We are out of time. Get those answers in, get them in, get them in, get them in. And we can move ahead here. Get those answers in for round number 2. Get those answers in. We're looking for a couple more teams here to submit for round number 2. We are almost there. And there we are. All right, let's talk about your round 2 answers here in our picture round. We're looking at restaurants tonight in our picture round. And I would love to give those answers to you right now. Here we go. You saw a picture in round number 2 of Dairy Queen. You saw a picture of Boston Market, followed by Whataburger, then Steak and Shake, Applebee's, Fazoli's, real Italian, real fast, right? Noodles and Company, Panda Express, Outback Steakhouse, and of course, how could we forget? Popeye's Chicken. All right, so those are your answers for round number 2. All great restaurants. I'm feeling hungry already, folks. I'm feeling hungry already. All of those answers were 3 points. So we are moving ahead now. 3 points for each of those answers. We move now into round number 3. Round number 3, of course, is our money round here at Ham Bones. This is the round that you're going to win with. If you're going to win this game tonight, you're going to win it in the money round, and here's why. All of these questions have more than one answer, and every answer is worth 5 points. So, for example, I'm going to pull one that's that we've all heard before, I'm sure. If the question were, what are the colors in the American flag? And you said red, white, and blue, you would receive 5 points for red, 5 points for white, 5 points for blue, total of 15 points here. However, if you answered, let's say, red, white, and green, you would be wrong, but you would still get 5 points for red, 5 points for white, and no points for green, total of 10 points. So you want to make sure you give as many answers as you possibly can here for these questions. Even if you're not sure of all the answers, give me as much as you can, because you're going to pick up some points. Again, every question has more than one answer, and every answer in those questions is worth 5 points here in round number 3. Your round number 3 password, my friends, to get in tonight, you trivia monsters, is the word monster. M-O-N-S-T-E-R. I'm going to put that in the chat right now in just a moment. M-O-N-S-T-E-R, no capital letter. Let's get that in. There it is. And you will have 7.5 minutes once again to complete this round. Let's go ahead and read these questions to you in round number 3, our mini round. Here's question number 1. Other than regular and barbecue, name the other 3 kinds of Jimmy John's chips. Good question. And they're all great. Question number 2. Name the 4 states that border at least 7 other states. Again, name the 4 states that border at least 7 other states. Question number 3, round number 3. Name the 3 countries that fit this description. They're among the 10 largest in the world by land area, and they have a population smaller than California. All right, that's question number 3. And our final question in our money round tonight, round number 3. 2 of the 3 strongest metals on Earth, both elements on the periodic table, both have an element name that starts with the same letter. Name those 2 elements. All right, folks, you have 7.5 minutes to complete our money round, round number 3. I'm putting the timer up behind me. Let's go, go, go. Round number 3. Good luck. Sammy, you can absolutely be a moderator. I'm trying to deal with that on my end, but I'm keep getting error messages. So if you can step in there for me, I would certainly appreciate it. Amazing. Sammy, thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I'm doing well. A little tired this evening, but y'all are energizing me, keeping me going here in the monster game. And I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. All right, folks, we've got just under 4 minutes to get those answers in for round number 3, our money round. Just under 4 minutes here for your teams to get those answers in. You know, Sammy, that feeling is absolutely mutual. I love you back 110%. And by the way, since Sammy alerted me to this, I will tell you that you have about 2 minutes to get in your answers for round number 3. 2 minutes to get your answers in for round number 3. Best of luck as we round this out. Round number 3, 2 minutes. All right. Let's see. So, is this element name or abbreviation? Last what you can. We'd like the full element name. We'd like the full element name. Thank you for asking that question. We'd like the full element name, and you have just under 1 minute to give me that element name along with the other answers to round number 3. Thank you. All right, folks, we're looking at 30 seconds left in round number 3. 30 seconds left. Thank you so much. Get them in, get them in, get them in. 30 seconds left to submit those answers for round number 3. All right, get those answers in, get them in, get them in, get them in. We are done with round number 3. Time is up on round number 3. Let's get those answers in. Sammy, I would always be happy to watch a movie with you anytime you want. You just name the place and the time. It looks like we're looking for a few more teams here. Get those answers in, get them in, get them in, get them in. Round number 3, get those answers in. So close, waiting for a few more teams here to submit. Go ahead and get those answers in, get them in, get them in, get them in. Getting the answers in. There they are. All right, there it is. Wonderful. Thank you very much for doing that so quickly and easily. We will talk about round number 3 right now, friends. Then I want to get you a scoreboard update. Here's what we're looking at for round number 3. Question 1, other than regular and barbecue, name the other 3 kinds of Jimmy John's chips. Well, that would be salt and vinegar, absolutely delicious. Jalapeno, also delicious. And the thinny chips, which make us all feel better about what we're eating at Jimmy John's. So again, question 1, salt and vinegar, jalapeno, thinny chips. Those will each get you 5 points. Question number 2, name the 4 states that border at least 7 other states. Here they are. Tennessee, Missouri, Colorado, and Kentucky are the 4 states we're looking for. Again, Tennessee, Missouri, Colorado, and Kentucky. All right. Question 3 in round 3. Name the 3 countries that fit this description. They're among the 10 largest in the world by land area, and they have a population smaller than California. Here we go. Canada, believe it or not, Australia, and Kazakhstan. Canada, Australia, and Kazakhstan for question number 3. Question number 4, 2 of the 3 strongest metals on Earth. Both elements on the periodic table, both have an element name that starts with the same letter. Here they are. Titanium and tungsten. Titanium and tungsten for question 4 in round number 3. All right. Yes, Clark, this was a challenging picture round. I'm glad you were challenged. That makes me happy. As a teacher, I always love to hear about people who are challenged with this stuff. That's amazing. All right. We need to get you a scoreboard update here, my friends, before we move into round number 4, our final round tonight in the Monster Game. And give me 1 second to just make sure we are looking good here. And I'll be right back with you in about 30 seconds. I just want to double check. So give me just 1 moment. Okay, looks like we have several questions here. Iowa, I will double check on that one, but I do not believe that that one is correct, but happy to check on that. I can audit that certainly. Does Greenland count as part of the land size of Denmark? No. No, it does not in this case. And no, we're looking for the Jimmy John brand chips. We're looking for the Jimmy John brand chips, Stacy. So that's the reason why we're looking at that. I will totally fine, Stacy, totally fine. And it looks like let me double check this again. Iowa, I don't think borders quite enough states. I'm seeing only 5, 6, maybe 6 states, so not quite enough to make Iowa an answer there. All right, but let me go ahead and get you the scoreboard update, which you're going to need before we get started in our final round tonight. Here is a scoreboard update. I'm going to be reading the top 15 teams, and here we go. In 15th place with 96 points, flattening Dr. Amy's curve, In 14th place with 99 points. Second place, yo, not quite, but you're on your way. In a 3-way tie for 11th place with 100 points each, we have Team Poop Shorts, Team Quizzards of the Quost, and Team Mr. and Mrs. Colt. In a 2-way tie for 9th place with 102 points, we have teams The Bandit and Team Coast to Coast. In 8th place with 104 points, we have Team Slow Kids at Play. 7th place with 107 points, we have Team Hot for Teacher. In 6th place with in a 2-way tie, a 2-way tie for 5th place with 109 points each, we have Team Yinzers and Team Come Insider. Clever. In 4th place with 110 points, we have Team Triviasaurus Rex. I like that. In a 2-way tie for 2nd place with 112 points each, we have We Didn't Start the Virus and Team I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. And leading us this evening right now as we head into our final round of play tonight with 114th points, 114th, oh, you guys, it is late. It's too late for me. 114 points, Team Hank Scorpio. So just out in front there, folks. All right, we're ready to move into the final round. Let me just double check what's going on here. Looking good, moving into our final round of play. This round is a little bit different than the other ones because your team will have the opportunity to wager between 0 and 30 points for every question, all right? So we have 3 questions in our final round of play tonight. Your team can wager between 0 and 30 points. Now, here's the good news. If your team wagers 30 points, let's say, on a question, you get that question right, you're going to receive 30 points. However, the bad news is if you wager 30 points on a question and you get that question wrong, you're going to lose 30 points. So think about this final round like Jeopardy, right? Where you wager and you are going to receive points if you get the question right, but you'll lose points if you get the question wrong. And again, we have 3 questions in our final round of play. And of course, we always ask that you wager with prudence. Yes, you do, Sierra. You wager with prudence here with Ham Bones. And chirp, chirp to Ricardo. Absolutely. You know I'm a big Ball State fan and graduated from there. So chirp, chirp every day, all day. We will get started here with our final round of play where your team is wagering between 0 and 30 points. The password to get into this round is the word GAME, G-A-M-E. I'm going to put that into the chat right now. And I said round 5, but I meant round 4. This is our 4th round and final round tonight. Password for round 4 is the word GAME, no capital letter. And here are the questions for round number 4, our final round of play tonight in the Monster Game. Question number 1. These 2 brothers-in-law merged their soap and candle-making businesses in 1837. All right. Question number 2. He was the last sitting president to run for re-election and finished 3rd in the Electoral College. Theodore Roosevelt finished in 2nd. And question number 3, our final question of the evening. In August 1999, for the first time in its 75-year history, Wheaties began featuring players of this sport on its boxes. All right. You have exactly 7 minutes on the dot to finish round number 4, our final round of play. And I'm looking forward to seeing those answers. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you as we go. Let's go, go, go. Round number 4. Good luck. Don't worry, Stephanie. I got you. I got you. All right, in our final round of play tonight, folks, we're at about, by the time I get done with this little announcement here, 3 minutes, 30 seconds or so to get those answers in for our final round, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Looking forward to seeing what you do. Wager with prudence. All right, you trivia fiends, you've got 2 minutes to get the final round answers in, 2 minutes to get those answers in round number 4. All right, folks, we've got 1 minute left here in round number 4. 1 minute left might be time to think about submitting your answers to round number 4, our final round of play tonight in the Monster Game. Less than 1 minute remains. All right, folks, we're looking at about 20 seconds. Let's get those answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Round number 4, get those answers in. We're now at less than 15 seconds to get those answers in for round number 4. Get those answers in. I'm looking for about 15 more teams or so to get those answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in. And there it is. All right, let those answers in. Get them in, get them in, get them in as we wrap up this game. Wrapping up this game, get those answers in, please. Get them in, get them in, get them in. We're so close. And I think we've got it. I think I've got them all. All right, let's go ahead and talk about your round number 4 answers, where you all did so well, and I'm so proud of you. Here is question number 1. These two brothers-in-law merged their soap and candle making businesses in 1837. Those brothers created a company called Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble, they make a lot of things you use every day. Procter & Gamble for question number 1. Question number 2, he was the last sitting president to run for re-election and finish 3rd in the Electoral College. Theodore Roosevelt finished in 2nd. That would be Taft. Taft. All right, President Taft finished in 3rd in the Electoral College. And question number 3. In August of 1999, for the first time in its 75-year history, Wheaties began featuring players of this sport on its boxes. The sport is soccer, and the Wheaties still taste exactly the same. even no matter who's on the box. All right, so soccer. All right. Okay. Before we give you your final score placements tonight, I just want to remind you that Hambones is all over the place. We do have live games in several different places. I host a live game if you're in the Indianapolis area at Hotel Tango over there down near Fountain Square, just off the highway on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. We have a game at Roots Burger Bar up in Muncie on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock, and we're going to get ready to start another game here pretty soon. I believe it's starting on May 13th, but don't quote me on that, at Pearl Street Bar and Pizzeria up there in Fishers. So if you're on the north side of Indianapolis, that's another live game for you to hang out and play at. And of course, we also have our online games, and I just want to thank you all again for being here tonight. Yes, Ricardo, soccer. If you put in soccer, any type of soccer will get you the points that you need. Okay, let's talk about score placements. I'm going to read the top 15. Let me just double check. Give me about 30 seconds here to make sure we're all good to go. And I'll be right back with you shortly to give you your final placements, my friends. Great game tonight. Okay, I think that we are good to go here. So let me get you these, the placements. I'm going to read the top 15 teams, and here we go. In 15th place with a score of 171 points, Team Tripod. In 14th place with a score of 172 points, Team We Didn't Start the Virus. In 13th place with a score of 173 points, Team Blind Hogs. In 12th place with 176 points, Team Thursday Group. In 11th place with 182 points, Snidely Whiplash. In 10th place with 184 points, we're just lining them up here, folks. With 184 points, Team Mimar, I think. In 9th place with a score of 185 points, Team Always in 4th. Not this time. In 8th place with 189 points, Team Second Place, Yo. In a three-way tie for 5th place with 190 points apiece, Team Poop Shorts, Team Quizzards of the Quost, and Team Mr. and Mrs. Colt. All right. In 3rd place with a score, a two-way tie for 3rd place, with a score of 199 points each, Team Yinzers and Team Come Insider. I just got that. All right. In 2nd place with a score of 200 points, y'all keep me young. 2nd place, a score of 200 points, Team Triviasaurus Rex, very clever. And our winners tonight with a score of 202 points, just ahead of them, is Team I'm Just Here So I Don't Get COVID. All right, folks, it has been my pleasure. It has been my pleasure to host the Monster Game again tonight. I do believe that Matt will be back with you next week, and you should look forward to that because he's amazing. Again, my name's Ben. This is Hambones Trivia, and we certainly appreciate you joining us this evening. Please join us again anywhere, everywhere, all the time, because trivia is a darn good time. All right, folks, thank you so much. Ben out. I will see you all next time. Stay safe. See you later.
What's up, guys? Ben just left this thing running. My man, Ben. Otherwise, you... Hold on, let's see. What's up, guys? Ben just left this thing running. Hold on, let me turn this down. Did you guys get the link? Did I get the link to you? There it is. Thanks, Stacy, for everything. That should be it now. Let's see here. That's it. Click on that. Is it there? That should be it now. Thanks, Ricardo. I appreciate it. Missed you guys. I was with the San Francisco Bar Association. I missed the monsters. I like the set though. I see what you guys did to my picture round, but not everybody got it perfect. I'm trying new things out, guys. Trying new things out. Taylor, you see it now, bud? It's funny that we left these brands up tonight. You got it. All right, guys, I'm going to end it unless somebody wants to chat. Just chat trivia. Going once, going twice. See ya.